maybe I shouldn't tell this, I don't know. But when I got back to our ship, this hand was a bloody mess. Now, and I don't know where or when it happened. I don't know whether it was getting down to the because we were at a dock, and so I had to get down from that dock down to the barge to go over, or whether I got this bloody mess when we were on the California, or just what. But I do know that I had a bloody mess when I got back to my ship. But I was a hospital corpsman, so I went up to the medical department and put on tape and doctored up the hand and went about my business. And it wasn't until years later that I found that I could have, if I had had a record on paper, that hand was wounded while we were over at the California. I could have got the Purple Heart.
Sorry.
But I didn't. I mean, this was a new thing to me. I didn't know what you had to do and everything to get a Purple Heart. But so years later, in your time, in fact, I think I went to Representative John Shimkus to see if I could get a Purple Heart. And his first words were, "Is there any record?" And I said, "No, there wasn't any record because I was busy doing other things, and I wasn't typing up how that hand got injured, and I don't even know how it got injured, but I know it was injured at Pearl Harbor." And he said, "Well, without any kind of a form or anything," he said, "Right, we can't help you." So I always tell people, I earned a Purple Heart at Pearl Harbor, but never got it. So.
Also, did your antique ship, whatever you called it,
the Argon.
Did I what?
Did the antique ship, like, did you have guns on it, like naval guns, like artillery guns?
No, I can't hear you.
I'm sorry. Like, on your ship, did you ever have, like, guns to fire back at the enemy, besides your machine gun, like naval guns?
Oh, I suppose.
On the Argon.
You mean from our ship shooting at the...
Yeah, did you ever have any other guns than a machine gun? Did you have, like, maybe a cannon gun instead of just a machine gun?
We didn't have cannons on our ship. We had anti-aircraft guns.
Okay.
Yes.
How many ships were sunk that day?
Like
I suppose there is a count
Yes.
someplace. I know there is a count.
No, it's, hang on, I got it.
Like
15 or 17.
California, Arizona. Wait, California's a wonder?
I think we have a question back there, Mr. Harvey.
Oh,
Does California get sunk, or did they repair it?
what was that?
Was the California destroyed, was it sunk, or did they repair it?
They repaired it.
Okay, there's the
There were
California.
3.
This is from a time, I made some black and whites a friend had. There's
Oh.
the California.
All right.
Alright, so, and I'll look and see, I know in this one, there's the Nevada,
Now, the Nevada,
it was D-Day.
I knew, of course, at that time, I was an enlisted man. I didn't have all this paraphernalia on. I knew an officer on the Nevada, and they were trying to get out of the harbor. But to get out of the harbor, they would have had to go at least a mile down a little narrow channel, and the commanding officer of the ship of the Nevada realized if they ever got down into that channel and got sunk, that would be the end of Pearl Harbor, really, for years, probably. And so he deliberately had the ship run aground over to one side so that the channel would not be blocked.
Okay, so like one of the ships was damaged or injured and it was...
The Nevada.
Yeah,
Okay.
the Nevada was, but the Arizona,
All right, so
the
here's,
Utah,
so is this what you're talking about right here? Here's your island, and then this is the position of all the ships as they're docked?
this is where we were. But what
So
we
you're
could,
across the
well, this was about maybe 2,000 feet across here.
Okay.
But we could see everything that was going on over here.
Mm-hmm. And so is this the island you were talking about, Ford Island?
Yes, yes.
Okay. All right, so that's, well, this is listing 18. But now I don't know if that means 18 ships were hit. That may just be the position of 18.
Probably there were 18 ships hit.
So you would have been over here?
Yes.
Okay. All right, guys, remember we showed you this one? This is, when he's saying the little airfield is here, this is called Ford Island. And on both sides, the ships are positioned on either side of that island. And then his boat was right here. So he would have been across the channel. He would have been across the channel. So he was here, and here, the Arizona is positioned at number 6. So that kind of gives you a relationship